Jai Hind everyone. This is Pragati Pandey again with the new part of this chapter, that is transpiration. Okay. So in the previous videos we have studied about the xylem, phloem, components of xylem and components of phloem. Then after we have studied the transportation in plants. Okay, with the help of xylem and phloem we have studied the three mode, that is diffusion, osmosis and active transport. We have studied all three things. Now it's time to start the transpiration. Okay, in transpiration we will conclude three topics, that is root pressure, ascent of sap and the transpiration process. Okay, so first of all we will start the topic root pressure. Okay, now here is your topic. Root pressure is the pressure under which water from the root cell moves to the xylem of the plant. Basically, you know that the water is absorbed by the plant with the help of its root. You know that root has numerous root hairs. So these root hairs are responsible for the absorption of water from soil. Okay, as the root absorbs, the water gets accumulated in the root of the plant. This develops a pressure which pushes the water to flow into the xylem tissue. The water then moves upward to different part of the plant, such as leaves through stem. Yes, basically the root absorb water, and due to this absorption of water, the water gets accumulated in the root. Okay, so when the water get accumulated, you know that if anything accumulate at a place, there it after accumulation it creates a pressure. And that type of pressure is generated into the roots, and that pressure pulls the water. That generated pressure pushes the water to upward direction. Okay, so this pushing of water to the upward direction is the pressure generated by the root. Okay, so this water when pushes by the pressure, then it moves to the xylem vessels, xylem tissue, and with the help of xylem vessel and tracheids, the water will be transported to the rest part of the plant. Okay, now our next topic is ascent of sap. Okay, the upward movement of water and other minerals from the root to the other part of the plant through xylem is called ascent of sap. In the figure you can see that there is a plant which absorb water from this root, and further the accumulation of water occurs in the root, which exerts a pressure, and due to this pressure, the root pressure, the water is transported through the xylem to the other part of the body. So this transportation of water to the other parts of the body is translocation. Okay, so you can see that the upward movement of water and other minerals from the root to the other part of the plant through xylem is called ascent of sap. Okay, so basically the translocation of water with the help of xylem to the other parts of the plant body is translocation. Okay, so let's see how it works. The absorption of water occurs in the root through root hairs. You know that this water is conducted through the vessel and tracheids in the stem. You know that the vessels and the tracheids of xylem helps in the conduction of the water. Now, transpiration causes water to be lost from leaves. Yes, this transpiration, when excess water is there in the leaves in the plant body, then the excess water will be lost by the leaves with the help of transpiration, we will discuss it in detail. Okay. Now we will see root pressure. Okay. So you can see here it is a plant and it has been cut down. Here is the plant part, that is ascent of sap, where the water is exerted outward. You can see that the root pressure is responsible for the translocation of water to upward direction. Okay, the movement of water occurs to the upward direction. Here is the figure of the root, the diagram of the root, in which you can see that the root here is present, epidermal cells are there, and you can see that here the movement shows that water is absorbed by the root hair. Okay, and further it is transferred to the plant body. You can see that water has been absorbed by the root hair and the water is absorbed in the cells, and due to which the cell elongates. Due to this elongation, the water has been absorbed into that, and further this absorbed water is transferred to the xylem. With the help of xylem, the water is transported to other parts of the body by tracheids and vessels. Okay. Now, after the root pressure, we will discuss the transpiration. Okay, the loss of water in the form of water vapors from the aerial part of the plant is called transpiration. Okay, it occurs mainly through stomata. Plant continuously absorb water through their roots. This water moves up through the stem to all part of the plant, but only a little amount of water is utilized by the plant in photosynthesis, and the rest of it gets evaporated into the atmosphere as water vapor through stomata present in the epidermis of the leaves by the process transpiration. So we will discuss this transpiration with the help of this video. Okay, now we will discuss transpiration in plant. We know that root absorb water and minerals from the soil, but most of the water absorbed is lost in the form of water vapor into the air. This process is called transpiration. Okay. How transpiration takes place in plants? In plants, the water required is absorbed by the root from the soil with the help of root hairs by a process called osmosis. The water is further transported upward through the stem to the leaves through xylem, which acts as a pipeline. Water then enters in mesophyll cells through stomata. Stomata are opening on the leaf surface through which transpiration takes place. The stomata are surrounded by guard cell with the help of the stomata to open and close. Transpiration takes place during daytime when the stomata are open. Transpiration is also done through lenticels, which are minute opening on the stem. Lenticels are less in number compared to stomata. Transpiration also takes place from the leaf surface. Leaves are covered by a waxy layer of cuticle, which is called cuticular transpiration. The cuticle actually helps the leaf to reduce the amount of transpiration taking place. Transpiration in plants can take place by three ways: by stomata, but through the help of lenticels, and from the leaf surface. Transpiration in plants, the transpiration pool helps the water rising to the leaves. against the force of gravity. Rate of transpiration. Rate is equals to the rate of absorption. Rate of transpiration is equals to the rate of absorption. If transpiration is more than absorption, the plant will lose its turgidity and this will lead to dropping of leaves, stems and flowers. So now we have discussed the transpiration and now it's time to learn the important factors affecting the rate of transpiration. Okay, the rate of transpiration is affected by different factors such as light, okay, temperature, humidity, wind, soil, water. Okay, so first is light. The process of transpiration occurs faster in the presence of light than in dark. Yes, in the presence of light, transpiration occurs faster. Okay, now temperature. As the temperature increases, the water evaporates more rapidly. Therefore, the higher the temperature, the higher the rate of transpiration. Yes, the transpiration is affected by the temperature because the temperature increases, the water gets evaporated fastly. And third one is humidity. The rate of transpiration decreases with the increase in humidity. This means the higher the humidity in the atmosphere, the lower is the rate of transpiration. Yes, the humidity affects the transpiration and decreases the rate of transpiration. Now, wind. As the wind blows, it brings dry masses of air in contact with the leaf surface. Therefore, the faster the wind blows, the more is the rate of transpiration. Yes, the wind blows, due to which the dryness occurs, and this dryness will enhance the rate of transpiration. Now, soil water. The rate of transpiration decreases with the decrease in amount of soil water. Yes, if soil has least water, then the rate of transpiration is affected because the water absorbed by the plant will be least, so that the transpiration will be decreases. If the rate of transpiration far exceed the rate of water absorption from the soil, will leave wilt. Yes. Now we have discussed the factors affecting rate of transpiration and transpiration. Before that, we have discussed ascent of sap and also the root pressure. Okay, in the next video we will discuss minerals in plants. Okay, so your assignment work is to prepare the notes and several questions of the book exercise. You will go through that, you will solve all the questions of this chapter. Okay, thank you class. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.